I'd like to welcome back to Out in the Air Spotlight from Miller Beach, the Miller Beach Arts. And they have several things coming up, one of which is going to be in June at the Marshall J. Gardner Center and actually all around in the Lake Street area. And Julia Gibbs is the executive director for that. Thank you for coming back to Out in the Air and tell us about this new project coming up.
Hi, Larry. Hi, Esther. It's such a pleasure to be back. I'm here to talk about an ongoing festival that we have brought back to Miller Beach this summer. It's called the Lake Effekt Street Art Festival, and it's going to be taking place June 13th and 14th this summer. Now, for people who aren't familiar, Lake Effekt is a project that was started by Ish Muhammad and Felix Maldonado, two street art muralists, who came to Miller in 2013 and introduced this idea of painting public murals on the buildings in Miller Beach. And so we actually have two full streets, two full alleys of murals. And the project originally was meant to take place every 2 years, but we had a little bit of a setback with COVID and street construction and things like that. But this year we're bringing it back, and we're going to have two mural teams from Kisa, the Crazy In Style artist, which is the group that started this project, and a local Miller Beach artist named Grace Krupchak. And they're going to be creating new mural work along Old Miller Avenue, and that's right in the business district of Miller Beach along Lake Street. And during those 2 days, we're going to have all kinds of great activities.
So, Julia, are these then permanent installations?
So what happens is that the murals last as long as it takes to get around to the next festival, and then they get painted over. So one of the really nice things that's going to be happening this year is that we have free guided tours taking place where people can walk around and see the existing murals, learn about some of the artists who have work installed in our neighborhood. And I think people would be really surprised to find that we have some quite well-known artists with work in the neighborhood at this point, people who've gone on to have pretty illustrious careers in their field, like Hebrew Brantley, J.C. Rivera, and as well someone familiar to the region, Felix Maldonado, better known as Flex, who's been doing the wonderful murals of the Jackson 5 around the Gary area. So that's just one thing that's going to take place over the weekend. People can take those tours. Visitors can also help us create a community mural. There'll be an art project going on, and everyone can take part in that. We'll have music as well. The band Monosoul is going to be playing on Saturday, and we have DJ Trino Cavazos playing all day on Sunday. Folks can also take advantage of the Gary Public Transit Corporation's bike share program. They're going to have a table out, and they're going to be offering people free bike rides, so you can actually pick up a map, bike around the murals yourself, or take a guided tour, watch the artists at work. It's going to be a really fun project.
It sounds excellent.
How many people artists are involved? I mean, you described it.
We have two teams of artists coming out for the weekend. They are the Midwest Masters and ATT, and they tend to be a bit of a movable feast. There are different people involved depending on who can come. These are teams that actually work around the country at this point. There are festivals that take place all over the U.S. where street art muralists will go and take part and create new works in different cities and places. So we're actually getting some really well-regarded artists coming to the neighborhood to do new pieces. And, we may have 5 or 6 people working on each mural. And then again, our local artist will be either working by herself or she'll bring a few friends. So this is a small version of the fest. And I'd encourage people to come out for it because we are bringing it back, but also because we hope to do a full version in 2027. And at that point, all the existing murals that are on the walls now will be painted over. So this is a great chance to see what does exist, learn about the artists who make this work, and, take part in what's going to be a fun, mini street fest.
So what else is going on with the Miller Theater? And I know they do that. And what other exhibitions do you have coming up in June?
Right. So in June, we're also opening a show, a solo artist, an emerging Indiana artist named Alejandra Mosquera. and she has a show opening June 12th, the night before Lake Effekt. And her show is called What Do You Believe? And she has made these very beautiful pieces that are reminiscent of stained glass windows in graphite and colored pencil and ink and pen. And they're quite unique. So I think people would enjoy seeing her work as well. And that opens Friday, June 12th. We have an opening reception, 6 to 8 p.m.
And anything going on with the theater?
The theater will have a show in the summertime. I believe they're doing a production of Urinetown.
Okay.
And those performances take place in July.
Very good. Well, in our last few moments here, wrap up how people can find out about your website and give us the dates once again.
Yeah, please do. Go to millerbeacharts.org. Look under upcoming events for information on Lake Effekt. We have the schedule for both days posted now. Or you can call 219-885-9114 to speak with us directly. But I'd suggest people, just come out for the afternoon, and it's going to be a real afternoon of discovery.
We appreciate you coming on Art in the Air Spotlight. Julia Gibbs from the Miller Beach Arts and Creative District, and you can come see the whole thing, Lake Effekt, going on there. Thank you for coming on Art in the Air Spotlight.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Always something wonderful going on around you.
It really is. Yeah, it's great. Thank you.
Art on the Air Spotlight and the complete one-hour program on Sunday is brought to you by Ember Forge Consulting, with end-to-end expertise in learning strategy, design, and implementation. Ember Forge turns your organization's knowledge into impact. To learn more, visit emberforgeconsulting.com.